If you have any questions or concerns about this week's episode, please call or text producer Dan at 778-288-9255.
Start the party, Dan! It's time to turn it up. We're getting crazy, going wild, talking nasty stuff. Dude scrolling hell like a butt dumpster fire. Boom, roast, mad post, sticking up the replies. We don't want to go to school. We don't want to get a job. We just want to get online and get our asses blocked. We don't follow the rules. We do whatever we want. It's Block Party, the podcast like we're tweeting a duck. Block Party, Block Party, Block Party, my mentions are fun. Block Party, Block Party, Block Party, I quote tweeting a duck.
Hello, friends, idiots, and friends who are also idiots. Welcome to your favorite podcast about social media and rejection. It is Block Party. This is episode number 283. I'm John.
I'm Stefan.
And with us is a first-time guest on the program, very funny comedian from right here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Erin Wood is here. Hi, Erin.
Hello, Erin.
Thank you for being here. You're one of the few so far in-person guests in my new Calgary location.
It's a great location. I got coffee.
Yeah, you did. You had to make your own coffee because I don't know how to use a coffee
Yeah, John's
maker.
not a coffee guy. Yeah,
Erin said, "Can I have coffee?" And I said, "You can if you can make it."
What kind of coffee maker do you have again?
Well,
Just like a classic, like.
No.
Did you get a new one?
For Becca's birthday, I got her a fancy Cuisinart one.
Ooh,
that Stefan, you'll like this.
Yeah.
Has the ability to make iced coffee as well.
Wow, can it do like lattes and stuff?
No, so it stopped short of having the
foam,
the steamer foamer thing,
yeah.
but it's got like the coffee pot. Then it has you can make a single cup of coffee, it's not like a pod, but it's like a thing. But that's how you also make the iced coffee. You put like ice in it and shit, and I don't fucking know.
That's nice. That's good.
But it's not good because she was trying to cut back. She was trying to cut back from 2 coffees a day to 1.
And now it's like way easier.
But now that she has the
iced coffee too.
But now that she has the iced coffee option, it's hot coffee in the morning, iced coffee in the afternoon.
I was gonna say because iced coffee becomes sort of an all day thing, right? Especially in the summer. So
I'll leave it to you two, the 2 coffee drinkers here. Becca also is kind of making the point that iced coffee doesn't count.
Okay, well, it does count. I mean, I know what she means, but it's like coffee. It's still the same thing, right?
It's still coffee.
Yeah, it's definitely still coffee. I feel like part of it is hot coffee for me is associated with like I've just woken up and I'm really tired. So you like feel the effects of the coffee way more than you do with iced coffee, where you don't notice the effects as much, maybe. So maybe it's that, but it's still like it still gets you going. It still has like the same amount of shit in it, right?
Well, I have utility coffee, and then I have treat coffee.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like you've got like in the morning I wake up, I just have espresso.
Yeah.
Like
that's utility coffee.
That's utility coffee.
Yeah, because you just need it to wake up.
That's just it's a bare bones experience.
Yeah.
Do you do like you just do like a little shot?
Yeah, I do like a small shot of espresso.
Wow.
Just like right when you wake up.
Yeah, I don't take it like a shot, but I like drink it slowly, and I do a little crossword like an old man.
That's nice. That's very nice. I like that.
I do the New York Times mini.
Yeah.
Oh, just the mini.
Just the mini.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That suits an espresso. I do the minis in about 20 seconds. So
Yeah. Oh, 20 seconds?
yeah, about that.
I'm like 45 is probably my best time.
Okay. Well, I didn't mean to blow up. I didn't mean to blow up your spot or whatever.
I'm kind of right in the middle at like 30, 35 seconds. So
Okay, I gotta figure this out.
Don't worry though. Like Stefan, because Stefan has a bit of an advantage because he knows a lot about things that are mini.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
Guys
thing
with
that,
small
like, fucks me
dicks
up
do
with-
New York Times minis way faster.
With the thing that fucks up
That's
with
why
the
I'm
mini
at
I
20.
thought he built models.
is making a typo in the mini, like that is just like the worst feeling in the world.
See, that's what
right?
happens to me every time.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Yeah. I'm not really going for I'll try harder, guys. Sorry.
I mean, I was just gonna say that, I do Monday and Tuesday for speed.
Yeah.
And then and Wednesday sometimes for speed, but that's just by accident usually.
Yeah.
Then Thursday,
'cause
Friday, Saturday, Sunday is like you gotta chill out.
You can't
with the
do that. Takes
crossword.
so long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't speed it.
I'm
Yeah.
just getting into Letterboxd.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
I had always done the Wordle.
Yep.
Connections,
Yep.
obviously.
Of course.
Connections is great. I love
Connections is super fun.
Have you noticed it's gotten a little more difficult recently? Maybe
I like it.
I feel it was like legitimately too easy before, I feel like. And then in the last like 2 months or so, I don't know if they have someone new working on it, but there's times where it's like, oh, this is actually kind of a bit more difficult now.
Well, I think there's somebody who does like you know how in certain crosswords there's kind of the intentional little bait and switch that they do?
Yes.
There's some of those where there's
yeah.
you can see where they're trying to like trick you, kind of like a multiple choice situation where you're just like, oh, they want me to think that this is all like Cinderella based. So
but you can overthink it too, right? Like there's times where you're like, oh, this is too obvious. This couldn't be it. And then it just is. There was one I'm gonna try and find it. You keep talking about all the games and stuff, but there was one like a month ago that was so fucking stupid and so easy, and I was like, they just phoned it in this time. So I'm gonna look.
Well, I think that I agree with you, Erin. I think it's twofold. I think they started it easy to get people addicted to it, because then they're like, oh, this is easy. I solve this every day. That makes me feel good.
Little dopamine hit.
But then also, like, eventually you run out of easy ones.
Yeah.
Not that like they've run out already, but it's just at some point it's got to get pretty stretchy.
So I found the one where I was like, this can't be the right answer for this. It's so obvious and so stupid. And it was wind, wine, wing, wink. And it was win plus letter.
That's somebody was just like, oh no.
Oh, fuck, I have to do connections for tomorrow. Oh no.
It's 11:59. Just finish it up. Press publish. Yeah.
It really annoys me when the connection is that the words rhyme also, because you're just like never looking for that, but then it's just like, oh yeah, it's a box, fox, locks, or
maybe they let their kid write one. You know, they're just like, all right. My favorite is actually not, because I didn't download the app for a really long time.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like would type them in and do them. And now that I have the app, I realize that it's not a New York Times sanctioned one, but do you know Tradle?
Tradle.
Oh,
Tradle?
is that the one where it's like what like goods are traded by countries around the world? You could guess which country it is based on the goods.
So there's like a big graphic, and it's just like, oh, like radio parts and like coffee and crustaceans or whatever, and it tells you the percentage of their exports, and then you guess wherever, and then it tells you how many kilometers off you are in what direction, and then you have to refine based on then it's just purely geography at that point, really.
Right.
Yeah. I want to kind of get back into it's the hockey one. Is it Puckdoku?
Puckdoku, yeah.
Yeah, that one's I
got pretty obsessed with that one for a while, and then I just had to fall off because it got to the point where I was like spending 30 to 60 minutes.
Oh my god, because I was trying to get
you're trying to get the lowest possible percentage.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
What is Puckdoku?
It's like did you ever get in it's like it started in baseball.
The Immaculate Grid,
the Immaculate
I think.
Grid, yeah. So it's basically it's like a 3x3 grid, and then you're matching players to two things. So like this way might be like played for the Leafs, and then this way might be scored 50 goals in a season. So you have to find, like, in that square, someone who matches both of those things. And then they give you a percentage of how many other people have guessed that player.
Yeah.
So you're trying to get, like, the lowest. You're trying to find the rarest person, or, like, the person that, like, the least number of people would have thought of. So if you're like a hockey sicko, like Stefan and I, you're like, okay, who is a player that played for the Anaheim Ducks and the New York Rangers? And then you're trying to think of like the most obscure guy that played like 10 games in the NHL kind of thing.
Yeah. It helps if it's like, for me, the Canucks, or for John, the Leafs too, because then you can just remember like anyone.
Well, I started doing Puckdokus where I would only do players who played for the Leafs at some point, in addition to doing the grid.
Yeah, which makes it like way harder.
Way harder.
Yeah.
I'm doing an even more losery thing lately.
Okay.
If you guys would like to know.
Yeah.
I've been writing my own Jeopardy boards.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just for fun?
So So people can play them.
That's fun. I like that. That's good.
The Jeopardy subreddit has like a Discord where all of these people play Jeopardy games.
You're not allowed to make fun of me for anything anymore.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
You can't make fun of me for anything anymore.
I mean, I definitely can.
You're in the Jeopardy subreddit and the Discord?
Well, yeah, I have a podcast about Jeopardy.
I know you do.
I'm trying to promote it to the people who would want to listen to it.
I know.
But then, yeah, there's like a whole channel in there where people set up games in the Discord voice. And it's just like a thing there that people started doing a while ago where they just write their own Jeopardy boards.
That's
and
fun.
we all play
that
each
does
other's
help
boards.
You practice as well, I feel like. Too,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. So I wrote one and I'm working on number 2 right now.
Okay.
And,
can you give us some sample questions?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, Erin would be able to see the answers because she's
I'll
looking,
look away.
She's looking at my computer right now.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Do you want some like easy? You want me to start off with some easy ones?
Why don't we do an easy one and then kind of wrap it up from there?
Okay. So this is the category is questionable music.
Okay.
For $200.
Okay. That's fun. That's a fun category.
That's fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Already.
This artist asked, "Are you ready for it?" on the first song of her 2017 album Reputation, and given how the critics responded to it, maybe we weren't.
What is Taylor Swift?
There you go. Taylor Swift. Very good. Erin. Okay. Erin got it. Okay. Same category. Questionable music. $600.
Mm-hmm.
According to the Pixies' Black Francis, the answer to this question is way out in the water. See it swimming.
Where is my mind? What is where is my mind?
Well, actually, Stefan,
that is a question already.
It is a question.
You don't have to...
If the answer to the clue is a question, you can answer just like that.
Does that come into play on Real Jeopardy?
It's like a rare Jeopardy thing, and when contestants don't do it, people get mad.
So
well, not get mad, but if someone said,
"Where
is my mind?"
They didn't take the opportunity
they missed the chance to say where is my mind
and still get it right. Wow, that's cool. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, same category.
Cool. That is cool. That is cool.
Dan, shut up. Same category. 1,000. Aaliyah promised that if you were the answer to this question, you might find out that sometimes she's goody goody, and right now she's naughty naughty.
Oh. What is are you the queen of the damned?
You got the first 2 words right. It's are you that somebody?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
Okay.
That's a fun category. I like that. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, let's go. S is for Shakespeare.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
$200.
The writer guy?
The writer guy, yeah.
Okay.
$200. Katerina, who is tamed by Petruchio, is referred to by this slanderous name in the play's title.
What is a shrew?
Yes. The Taming of the Shrew.
Taming.
Very good.
Okay. All right. That was the easiest one?
That was the easiest one.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Give us the hardest one now. Just skip
hardest
to the hardest one.
1,000. In the to be or not to be soliloquy, the first word uttered that fits the category.
So the first word with an S?
Correct, yeah. Okay. Category is S is for Shakespeare.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Okay, I got that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
No S's in there.
No, well, there is an S in there. It just doesn't start with an S.
Well, it doesn't start with an S yet.
Whether 'tis nobler, slings.
Nope. Slings is the second one.
Fuck. God
but you're starting the second line right.
I know.
Keep going.
'Tis nobler, suffer.
Suffer is the correct answer. Very nice. Yeah. Whether 'tis nobler in the minds to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
Okay. And that's, I mean, I'm not going any past that. That's kind of...
You're good at these. These are fun.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
these
you.
are good.
So that's just a little. That's my second board. I'm just working on it.
What did people think of the board?
First board is complete.
Yeah. Have you given it a go with people in the Discord?
I have. I've played. I think 4 different people have played it, and everybody, or like 4 different groups of 3.
Sure. Yeah.
And everybody seems to like it quite a bit.
Wow.
So maybe on next time I come on Go Off Kings, we can play. We can play boards that I have made, even though you now
do this one again, and then I can get those questions.
To say, then you'll clean up and have to change it a little bit. But yeah, it's fun. And then they do some boards on there they call chaos boards, which is where you basically try to subvert the rules of Jeopardy as much as possible.
Okay.
So like I played one where the amount of points you got correlated to your buzzer time. So it was like
Ooh.
the later you could buzz in, the more points you would get.
Oh wow, okay.
So, like, if the other
were
people
sort of
didn't know it-
gambling a little bit to
Exactly, gambling that someone else might not know it, and then all the categories were super fucked up. There was an entire category where both the clue and your answer had to be in Pig Latin.
Oh my God.
That was so hard. There was another one called the imitation game where your answer had to be an impression, and if the impression wasn't good enough, then they wouldn't give you the points.
Oh wow, it has to be a good impression too.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
it's like as good as it could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've heard
Yeah.
most of my impressions.
Yeah,
so.
you would have lost a lot of money
Yeah.
on that category.
What
I don't
is
have any
Seth
impressions,
African?
You can't do any
I
impressions.
don't think I can do any
Well, neither can
impression.
Stefan. So
No, I can do Marge. I can do a Marge impression.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's hear your Marge.
Oh, don't.
Homie, homie.
It's not a good mark.
I like it, though. It's
I
good.
just think they're neat. She's holding the
He
potato.
can
up.
only say those two things.
Yeah, I can
That's
say
it.
the things she says. Of
and
course.
and he has to go first. He can't.
Yeah, well,
do
that's
it
like
without-
going like me.
You gotta
know,
get into
like,
it.
Exactly.
You gotta
yeah.
slip into it.
He
Yeah.
says, "Oh, homie," and I just think they're neat.
Yeah.
That's,
Don't jump into a hot bath.
I mean, those are pretty good. I feel like
Mhm.
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Would, if you hadn't said who it was, I would know who it was.
That's good. That's good.
That's
Okay.
But you can't do any.
no. I'm not gonna try either.
Like
No.
what is one that you thought you could maybe do, but then it turned out you couldn't.
I feel like I've attempted like a Christopher Walken. Everyone's
Okay.
attempted
Okay.
a Christopher
Okay.
Walken.
Okay.
I'm not going
You
to
have to
though.
do it. You have to do it now.
Okay, what's something that he says?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm
and that's
not doing
pretty
it. I
good.
can't
Yeah.
do it. I can't do it. No.
I did. It was
What's
funny. In the imitation game category, that it asked to do a Woody Woodpecker, and
Okay.
apparently mine was good. Everyone was
Let's
like,
hear
"Wow,
it. Let's hear it because he does the laugh, right?
yeah." That was what you had to do. You had to impersonate the laugh.
Okay.
Okay.
That was
That's
good.
really good.
That was
Okay.
good.
Apparently, I
Because
didn't know I was even good at that.
You put sort of like the cartoon character stank on it a little bit, you know, where there's like almost a
Yeah.
little bit of like SpongeBob in there, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was SpongeBobby.
maybe
was
it's a
good.
little hot. No, it's not. I had it right the first time.
no, it's not that.
I almost
Oh.
cracked my
Can you
voice.
do a
Jeez.
SpongeBob?
I never watched.
I mean, that
SpongeBob.
laugh sort of sounded SpongeBob.
Was a little after
adjacent.
my time with SpongeBob, so
Yeah.
I've never seen I don't think I've ever seen a full episode.
You've
of
never seen a
SpongeBob.
full episode of SpongeBob?
I don't think so.
I'm not a SpongeBob
Wow.
guy either.
Wow.
But you're a little younger than me, I think, right?
Yeah, but I think I just skipped it. I missed it. I was in a field.
Were you a SpongeBob
smoking
guy,
weed.
Stefan?
I remember the first time I watched it, we were
Like, when did it come out?
It came out in
It's
like,
like 99, I think.
yeah,
wasn't it?
late 90s,
Yeah,
I want to
99
say.
is exactly right.
So
So,
I
I
would've
was
been-
I was 14.
Yeah.
So I think it was a little past me, I think.
I was
It's just weird because you
10.
weren't partying. You should have been watching it. like you really.
I was at parties. I just wasn't
Oh.
drinking or doing drugs. I got
just
invited to
mean
parties.
about it. I'm
Thank
just like,
you very much.
didn't get invited to any parties. You
Yeah.
should have been home watching
you
SpongeBob.
fucking loser. No, I was home watching the section of cartoons a little before that. So like
Right.
Doug,
Yes.
Rocco's Modern Life,
I
Did you watch
love
Recess?
Doug.
those Recess big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
loved Recess. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
remember
was a
watching
big
SpongeBob.
Aqua Teen girl.
Oh,
Oh.
Aqua Teen.
Oh,
That's
Aqua
a little
Teen is
again
great.
after me, I think. Aqua Teen.
But Aqua Teen is more adult, so you could have
Yes,
watched
for
it.
sure. I could have watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Aqua
cool.
Teen
You
is
could have
so
watched
good.
it at one of these parties you were invited to. It would have been a party cartoon.
it
It
was
was
too-
only 15 minutes.
I was too
Yeah.
busy
So-
watching porno with all my friends at the parties.
Hell
Ni-
yeah.
Nico Case was on one episode
Really?
of
Aqua Teen?
Of
They,
Aqua Teen.
they
yeah.
had some really good guest stars.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched it, but maybe I'll get into it.
It's still like it holds up for the most part. It's
Becca
quite
and I
funny.
rewatched Recess, and that still holds up too.
You got
I tried and I thought no.
Oh, really?
I thought it didn't hold up, but
wow.
And that's pretty good.
Well, that could be because you're a grown up.
I mean, in theory, so am I.
Well,
Yeah, I guess. Like, do you think I could get into SpongeBob?
I think
now?
you would like SpongeBob. I think is funny. SpongeBob is just like a really good cartoon.
I've
and
had
he's
people
funny.
say that I would get into it now.
Really?
That it's,
Okay.
Yeah.
that it's pretty smart. And like the clips that people have shown me when they're like referencing episodes and I don't get it, yeah, it is good.
It
They're
seems
weird.
good.
The
Like, it
clips
seems
are
like something
funny.
I would
all
like.
there's all the memes. Obviously, those are funny, even just out of context. And then when you know the context, it's like even funnier. But yeah, SpongeBob, I think you guys would both like. Dan, did you ever watch it? Sorry, you're on your
No,
phone.
not really. I was too old for that shit too.
Yeah, right. You're like 10 years younger than me, dude.
Yeah, 1999, I was watching like pro wrestling. So,
and also porno. You have told us you watched porno from a young age.
Yeah, I was
wrestling
watching
and
porno long
time.
before wrestling, which is weird to think about.
Yeah.
That is, yes, it is, Dan. That's correct.
That's fine.
It is weird to
Probably
think
like
about.
96, 97 was when I got into porno.
You were like 2.
I was born in 1992.
Yeah.
So you were 4?
You were 4?
I was probably 5 or 6 now that it was probably around the same time I got into porno and wrestling, yeah.
What?
This explains a lot, I think, actually.
This is troubling.
I forgot my parents are going to be listening to this.
I mean, they would have. Did they not know that you
Well, they
watched
knew
porno?
eventually.
Yeah.
They found out pretty
Well, in
quickly.
that era of porno, you have to rent it.
I had the internet.
Yeah, that was like, but that would have been picture based.
At like
probably at that
90,
time.
98?
Yeah.
I can remember jacking off to pictures like on the internet.
But you had, like,
you'd
you
just
had,
have
like,
to.
98?
Oh yeah, like
it
you'd
was
have to
tough. It
sit
was
there
shitty internet,
and you'd have
too.
to like click a link. And then you'd click the small thumbnail. And then you'd wait for the big
on a
picture to load.
28.8K connection.
Yeah,
It
I
was
know,
brutal.
You'd wait for the big picture to load, like one thing, and you'd be like, "Oh, cool, there's her tits." And
Yeah.
you'd be like,
I wasn't even
"Oh,
jacking
they're
off to it though.
fucking-"
I was just looking at it and being like, "Oh, cool."
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're maybe a little young for jacking
Former
off. but-
guest and friend of the show, Luke Taylor, had a really good story about how he was like 12 years old and his parents' computer kept getting all like fucked up and like slow, and so they had a guy come over to like fix it, and he like took Luke aside after and was like, "Look, dude, I'm just gonna tell you this once. Their computer's all fucked up because you keep downloading porno from LimeWire. So you need to stop doing that. I'm not going to tell them, but you need to stop doing it."
What an angel of a
I
man.
know.
What a based
I know.
computer tech.
Oh my
That's
God.
unreal.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because
Incredible.
I feel like if I was a computer technician, I would be solely getting into it to tell parents that their kids fucked up the computer.
that's
from
like that's
porno.
probably the most common thing.
It feels like
right?
that would be the most fun part of your. Look, I'm not
That's
gonna
a
lie,
little
your
weird.
kid is watching a lot of porno.
That's the teacher in you coming out a little bit.
I
think.
guess so.
That
Yeah,
was your
Yeah.
favorite part of being a teacher is just look, your kid.
your kid's looking at a lot of porno in my class.
I can just tell.
No,
Seems
it was
like-
not my favorite. I hated talking to parents. That's not my favorite.
Yeah,
but
it seems like it just. I mean, worse than ever now too.
well, yeah, because all the parents are on the kid's side now. They don't care about you anymore.
Yeah.
It's like the teachers are all bums. You
Yeah.
know? It's not a good anyway. But
How
yeah,
how were the parents? I mean, I don't know if you can talk about this now because you're not a teacher anymore.
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah.
but like, did you have any like really insane parents who were like,
Mhm.
like I'm talking like insane like right wing parents, I guess, who would be maybe like,
probably that I never knew, but
Oh, okay.
the craziest parent I ever had came into parent teacher interviews and asked why her kid's grade was so high. Because I had he was
My
getting
son is dumb as hell.
like literally she brought in one of his tests and she was like, this is not this is not a test
oh, like
that you
she
should be
thought
giving.
he was cheating maybe, or
No,
like,
no. She thought he was not smart enough to be she's like, he's been getting C's in English like his whole life, and now he has a B in your class, and that doesn't make any sense. And then I looked at one of his tests, and there was multiple choice questions on an English test. Explain that to me. And I was like, it's reading comprehension. Like that's part of English is you test
Yeah.
what the kids remember about the things you read.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a multiple choice test. There were
Sure,
also
sure.
multiple writing
It's probably like
components
write
of
an
this
essay
test.
about the thing you just read. Or
Exactly.
whatever. Yeah.
And then there were multiple choice questions just to be like, did you read the thing?
Yeah, that's like a
Basically.
very common thing.
Extremely common. And she was like, I don't, because I was a student. It was when I was a student teacher, actually.
Oh wow. Okay.
And so she just thought like, oh, look at this dumb young student kid who's teaching
Yeah.
my kid, and my kid is also dumb and shouldn't be doing. And I literally had to say like, well, maybe he's just, maybe he's really relating well to my teaching style, or
Yeah.
I'm a little bit younger, maybe that's helping or whatever. And she was like, no.
Maybe I'm just really good at teaching.
Yeah.
Did
Have
you ever consider
Have
that?
you ever fucking considered that? Have you ever considered that I am fucking dope, actually? Yeah. So anyway, but Stefan, you're going to ask Dan about
Yeah.
something because he brought up his parents.
Yeah, so I didn't know that they were listening to the show now, Dan. That's really cool. And hello to them.
they
Hello to
listen every
Mr.
week
and
now, I
Mrs.
think.
Dan.
Yeah. And so you went out to dinner, right, with your mom, I think,
Yeah, last night.
and she was asking you about some of the topics we covered on the last episode with Adam Christie.
Specifically, some of the topics you covered.
Me personally.
Yeah, the pee and the pee is a drink for toilet and poo is food for toilet.
Yeah. So she disagrees
Cum
with
is
that,
medicine.
or
Well,
she
she
has
was
a
just
different
thoroughly
opinion?
disgusted by it for some reason. And
Yeah.
I don't understand
Enough
why.
to bring it up
because-
at dinner?
Yeah, that's I don't know. But it was
Wow.
weird because then we were watching your stream a little later and you were showing a video of Joey eating a dry ass Subway sandwich.
yeah.
And
I
she
thought-
remarked that it looked like it could use it looked dry. It looked like it could use a little jizz on it, is what she said.
I mean, I thought you were joking about that when you posted that in the chat yesterday.
No, that was not a joke.
She actually said that. That's
Yeah.
so cool. That's incredible. Yeah, that fucking rocks. Are you kidding me? I love that.
Fucking weird.
Aaron, do you know who Joey from Joey's World Tour is?
Don't even go
No.
down this
Sorry.
road.
Wait, Dan, your mom said that a sandwich could use some jizz on it?
That's what she said, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a turkey sandwich from Subway.
Wow.
It's not. She wasn't eating the sandwich.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dan. Like, I don't
I
want
don't
to.
think I'd talk to my mom for a while.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be this guy. But it does sort of beg the question:
What question?
Is that well? Is
yeah,
that,
I don't know where you're going.
Well, is that something your mom is familiar with?
You're lucky
Why
you're
else
in
would you-
Calgary, you motherfucker. I'd be
well,
fucking
why
you
else
up.
would you bring it up? I would never think about that.
Me neither. I don't know why. Well, probably
Well, it was probably because she was watching the stream, and the stream is kind of like nasty, I think, right? So,
Right.
like, you know, and
she's
she had
not a
just
fan
listened
of
to
you
the.
guys.
No, I get. Well, she watches the stream and listens to the show, so.
Well, it's
Thank
because I'm
you.
watching it.
Okay, yeah, but did she enjoy the rest of the stream, or?
I think I turned it off after that. I think I watched
Okay,
basketball
yeah.
instead.
That's
Yeah.
probably the right move.
Aaron, do you sort of agree with our assessment that pee is drink for the toilet and poo is food and cum is medicine?
People are coming in toilets? Is
yeah,
that-
obviously.
Of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure.
You need to date more mature men if you have never heard of jacking off into the toilet before.
Yeah,
That's
no-
that's
no-
the
no
premier
fuss, no
destination.
must.
Yeah, that's the premier destination for
Do
cum.
you just kind of loom over top of it?
Yes.
What-
or do
yeah,
you- do
you
you
can't
s-
sit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could, but it would
I don't
be
like
really-
thinking about that.
You
Yeah.
don't.
No.
Yeah.
But
It's not.
but-
Like, no
but-
one looks good doing it.
No, yeah,
right?
it's a bad
Yeah.
look, but you also understand it from a practical perspective.
Okay, so you're looming over top of it, and you're, I assume, looking at your phone. One hand?
I don't do that.
It's
Sure,
just
but that's
all
possible.
imagination.
What do you do then, John?
No, I would if I'm watching.
Prop it up on the toilet?
No, if I'm watching something, I'll watch it beforehand. Then
You
I
remember
go,
it?
What?
Yeah, then I'm just left to my
You just,
own
you're
thoughts
like
once
you're watching
once I
something
get
and you
in
like
there.
sprint over to the toilet or what?
Yeah,
Men
I'm running.
drinking
I'm
a-
running.
you're-
I'm running. Yes,
like
I'm
you have to throw up?
sprinting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, it's coming! It's coming! Oh.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Oh my god!
I don't want it. I don't want to throw up. I don't want.
That's so fucked up.
No, I'm not
I-
doing that. I'm just like
Sure.
it's just like okay. I watch like
You're just thinking about something and standing over the toilet.
yes.
Yeah.
Does Becca know
Is
you
this
do this?
is this normal? This you guys do this?
I don't do this,
every-
no.
No.
Oh.
I would be on
Stefan
my
and I have been
phone.
talking about this
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
years on this podcast. That's easily the most efficient way to jack
Sure,
off.
but I'll be on my phone. Like, and Dan, I think probably the same.
I'll
And you're
sit down
still-
on the toilet.
What?
Okay, that actually makes most sense to me.
How does that make
How
the
does
most
that-
sense?
but-
Do you understand where the dick is pointing? You
yeah,
can't
but
sit on
then
the.
you just stand up quick, I assume.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Like kind of if you're okay. Well, I won't.
But that
make
adds that adds some risk to it. I think potentially.
Well, that's part of the fun.
I guess that is part of the fun.
Well, I mean, it also helps when you have a smaller penis, which my mother, by the way, did not bring up that part of last
yeah,
week's
you brought that up
episode.
a lot in the last episode, and she just kind of glossed over it.
Yeah, she didn't. She neglected to mention that whatsoever. So,
Okay,
Huh.
probably for the best.
yeah.
That's big news.
Yeah.
Okay, but so what don't you like about this? Just the visual of it?
Visual's not good.
Because practically, you can understand that makes sense.
I feel like I was more okay with the idea of it being in the shower.
Yeah, but then in the shower it gets all sticky.
Yeah, and you can clog up your drain
Yeah,
and
you
then
clog
go
up
back
your
up into your
drain.
kitchen sink.
You got to
It's-
kick it off the bathtub floor.
kick it
Oh.
or pick it up. Did you say? You
So
said
kick it.
Kick
Kick
it.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not picking it up. You're picking it up.
I'm not
I think
picking
you
it
guys
up.
need to
You said
hydrate
kick it?
more.
No. Because when you're in the shower, the hot water like zaps the proteins out of the cum, so then it gets very sticky and almost glue-like.
Like Elmer's glue.
I don't know
yeah.
anything about cum. Apparently,
Clearly.
I know zero about cum.
Yeah. You got some shit to learn, sister. No, but you so if you come in the shower, it sticks to the bathtub floor.
Okay.
So you have to kick it down the drain.
So you're saying the best way to jerk off into the toilet,
Yeah.
and then you just loom over top of the toilet, staring off, imagining something?
Well, my eyes are closed usually.
Your eyes are
That's fucked.
closed?
Well, when you're imagining something, don't you close your eyes?
Yeah, but then I guess the toilet's like pretty big. It's hard to miss. So
Yeah.
And then Dan is sitting and then stands up.
No,
Pho-
Dan's
phone-
dick is small enough that
phone-
he can sit and
Well,
just,
no,
like-
it's not that small.
I'm
Come on.
joking. I'm joking.
And then phone in hand, though.
Phone
You've
in
got
hand
phone
for
in
me.
hand.
Yeah, 100%.
And then your phone in hand looming above.
I wouldn't
the
say
toilet.
looming, but I'm
Well-
standing. Yeah.
Well,
Stand.
what else are you gonna?
You're not going
I-
to stand casually.
No, and I have pretty bad posture, so I guess it is kind of looming. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I would say of those three, I would say the least horrifying is Dan's.
But is
Yeah.
that just because he's going from sitting to standing that makes it less horrifying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The looming really gets
Thank
to
you.
me.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the big
I
downside
just don't
of it
want to
is-
sit down. I've got to sit down and then turn around.
I'm
what
with
the-
John on this, but I agree that it's not gonna.
Oh,
it's not gonna
Stefan
ever
and I
look
have
good.
never been like, this is a great look and something
Yeah.
that people should take a peek at.
But did
Yeah.
you say turn around?
You
Well,
sit
you
down
have to
forwards?
you have to turn around. Wait,
Well, no,
yeah.
you
What
just-
way are you?
Well, you just
You're s-
lean forward and point it down. I don't want to get it too
Wait,
into
you're
this.
you-
easy
so you
slatering the
stay sitting?
toilet? When
I don't
you're
want to
sitting?
talk about this anymore.
Wait.
Whoa,
When you're
whoa.
sitting down, you're facing the back of the toilet?
What? No.
Like,
Okay, well then you would
Okay.
have to turn around.
To stand
that's
up,
really?
right?
that's actually innovative. That's probably great.
What do you think about it? You stand up a little bit and you point your out of.
Oh,
This is
I
making
see.
me uncomfortable.
Oh, but then
now.
so you look like an animal shitting when you do
Yeah,
it. It's like
kind
you
of,
stand
yeah.
up and it just goes directly down between
Well, if
your
it's about efficiency anyway.
Yeah, it's not like this is the
I didn't think we
preferred
could
way to
get
do
grosser
it.
than last week's episode, and
Yeah,
we are already,
we did.
and we've
God
done it
damn.
somehow.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
edit this out.
No, it's fine.
No. And make us
Well-
louder if you can, Dan.
Yeah. Turn
I'm
up the
embarrassed
volume
now.
in this. Well, it's the problem is, Erin, is you just as a guy, it's gotta go somewhere.
It does.
And then
yeah.
the other horrifying part is it's all silent. You guys can't make any noise then.
Well, why would you? What?
I'm not
when
gonna
you
do
come-
that.
I live alone. I make all types of noise.
Oh my god.
Wait. Okay.
Okay.
But are you? Okay. But okay. So you're saying like even when you jack off, you make noise.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I don't think I really get into the noise business when I'm jacking off.
No.
When I'm having sex,
You're
for
just
sure.
silent, not looking at anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like a
You're-
monk. I'm
you're-
basically a monk.
all-
I'm jacking
all
off the way
business.
the Benedictine monks used to.
Yeah, exactly. All business. That's fine.
It's
Yeah.
all business.
Yeah.
You think
horrifying.
it's wait, you think it's more weird that I'm quietly jacking off than if I was just like in my own bathroom looming over the toilet going like, you think that's better? Exactly.
Maybe we should talk about something else.
Yeah. I did
Yeah.
see. I will to change
it
the
makes
subject.
me nervous now. Like now I'm thinking every time a guy goes to the bathroom when I'm around him, I'm like, he's gonna be jerking off in
No,
there.
no, no.
Okay,
And
no,
I'll,
no,
ne-
no,
I'll
no.
never know.
No,
'cause
It's probably
you
like
guys are
20,
doing it
30% of the
silently.
time.
No.
This is a
yeah.
private deal.
It's
private.
private.
I've never jacked off in like a public.
You're not
area.
doing it at like the ABC Country Grill.
That's the place you picked. Of all the public toilets I could be jacking off, it's the ABC Country Grill. Does that even exist anymore? Do ABCs exist anymore?
Let's
I feel like
see.
they don't.
I think it maybe does. Let's see.
Well, you're hanging out for a long time because they have endless fries.
Yeah, ABC Country Restaurant.
Still exists?
There's one in Cranbrook, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Well, if you okay, I'll say this, Aaron. If you and I are ever at an ABC and I order a third round of
settle
endless
down,
fries
John.
and then go to the washroom, yes,
I will leave. I will leave.
I'm jacking off.
Okay,
We've
so
been
there-
in there for too long.
There are 2 left because there was one in Burnaby. I feel like
There
There
used to
was
be
one
one
in
in White
Kensington
Rock when I was
Plaza.
growing up,
Yeah.
for sure.
so the 2 left are Cranbrook, and would you guys like to guess the location of the last one? It's in Alberta.
It's in Alberta.
Yeah.
Brooks.
No.
I'm gonna go. I'm torn between 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Red Deer.
It is Red
No.
Deer.
Is it?
Yes.
I was torn between Red Deer and Lethbridge.
Red Deer and
Those
Cranbrook.
felt like
and
the 2 most.
Cranbrook
likely.
is like almost Alberta anyway, isn't it? It's like right
Yeah,
on the border.
It's pretty far
so,
east. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. ABC Country Restaurant.
Well,
I just want to put a bow on what we're saying here before we move on to our social media.
Okay.
No, because this is funny.
needs a
Sure,
bow.
This is actually funny.
Okay.
A friend of mine, Stefan,
Mhm.
is head of grade at your old school.
Yes. Yeah.
So when we posted the clip yesterday, she said, maybe I should bring Stefan back for career day.
Yeah. Is that a former? That's a former guest of ours. I believe,
It is a
right?
former
Yes.
guest of our
Okay.
program.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she said, and I was like, I think in front of I think if Stefan did that, I was like, I'm sure the kids would love to hear about Stefan's career as a Twitch streamer.
Sure.
Just as long as they don't have to watch any of the
Yeah,
stream.
that's the thing is like it would literally just be like, yeah, I do a Twitch stream and a podcast. You guys are not allowed to listen to it or watch it ever. You just can't do it.
and then
Sorry.
they'd want to so bad.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they'd
Yeah.
listen to this and you'd be on here. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
loom over the toilet while I come away. Anyway, speaking of coming, let's move on to our social media updates.
What a fucking good segue. Now let's move on. It's time to discuss what popped up in your feed. Who are you following? What did you see? Sports or politics, tweets and skis, hot takes on the TL or fast food freaks. It's our social media update.
Erin, we always like to start with the guest. What is going on your social media?
I don't have them.
Yeah, what you were telling me about this the other day. You deleted Instagram also.
Yeah, I don't have.
Wow.
I currently don't have any social media.
So
and
you
that's
don't
why
care
I
about
was,
my follower count.
You can just lie about it.
Well, I can't.
You can be like a
because-
guy in a wheelchair saying he's 6'5". You can just be like, yeah, tell me you have thousands and thousands. Yeah, I don't currently have any. I do have I have access to Instagram for Rat Boy.
Right. Yes.
So I still have.
Which is your weekly open mic here in
Yeah.
Calgary. Yep.
Yeah. So
when you want to like creep on a dude or whatever, you can still do it.
well, I do have to ask my co-producer for the password
Oh.
because I deleted it off my phone, but I still need to like do ads and
I see.
promo and stuff. So I could potentially.
Right. So what was your reasoning for finally getting rid of was the Instagram was kind of the only one you had, or did you have TikTok or Facebook?
I did have Facebook as well. I feel like everybody kind of had that. Yeah, summer's coming up. Time to get rid of them for the summer.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Is this like a thing you've done before then?
I did it for like pretty much all of the pandemic.
Oh,
That's smart. I think that's really smart. I think
Yeah.
that's good. I got rid of Twitter late last year, like last November, and
Yeah.
it's great. I have to log in once a month so no one squats on my username. I logged in today. They've added a new thing called jobs where you can search for jobs on Twitter. There's job
Twitter,
postings on there. It's fucking insane.
yeah, I
It's
was
a
excited
stupid
actually.
website.
I applied for a couple today.
Hey, there you go.
It's kind of
kinda
nice to
nice.
do a reset just so that you don't see something like Twitter jobs and think that's
Yes.
normal. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like just to give yourself a good
Where do I find jobs here? I want to see
It's
what
under,
jobs are
it's
on
under
here.
more, and then there's
What's-
jobs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
there
yeah,
we
there
go.
it is.
And you can click on it and like
Keyword.
search for jobs. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just go location Calgary. And I won't oh wow, there's already stuff on here. Eberhard and Young. Ernst and Young. That's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Tax staff. They're looking for some tax staff. We also have some SAP looking for a senior architecture
it's because
specialist.
the fucking moron in charge of it is trying to make it like he calls it the everything app, right? So he
right,
wants,
yes.
and it's like what no one wants this.
Oh,
right?
we've got some Starbucks, some Sobeys on here.
You should have to get a job. You
baristas.
should have to get a job through Twitter the old-fashioned way, which is posting really stupid jokes for like 6 years, and then a website reaches out to you.
That's how you got a job.
That's what I'm saying. You should
Yeah.
have to do that, not this shit. This is so dumb. They're trying to make it LinkedIn. Like it's just, I don't know. It's incredible. Every
nasty.
time I log back in there to reactivate my account, I see something else stupid, and it makes me so happy that I quit. It's great. So I think deleting all your social media is that's a good way to go. And then in the summer too, you can just focus on being outside, hanging out with friends. It's nice.
Yeah, and I feel like most of the people that hire me for comedy jobs that pay have my email or my phone number. Like you can still get a hold of me. I'm not dead. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's smart.
I'm
I like
liking it.
that.
And honestly, when you leave social media, people just curate it for you.
Right.
Like, if
Like people
something-
are still sending you stuff.
If something crazy happens, if somebody posts something insane on a comedy forum, I get screenshots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately. Like it's faster than if because people assume that you're seeing everything if you're online.
Right.
So now I'm just like I keep abreast of the issues.
Okay. Yeah, it's like the best of both worlds.
You feel like it has improved your life, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do the just retraining my brain for getting dopamine from not your phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are you doing that? Be nice to hear some ideas.
Yeah, it's a lot of just being outside. It's a lot of reading. You read. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Jacking off.
Jacking off. Yeah,
Yeah.
I loom over the toilet a lot.
Well, we may have given you some ideas here.
Yeah, there's some good poses there. Yeah. But yeah. I don't
Nice.
know.
That's
Cool.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. I probably won't ever do it, but I'm happy for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I double checked with you when you asked me if I wanted to come on. I'm just like, I don't have it, but I can talk about it.
Yeah, we don't care about any of that. That's
No.
sort of the thing with our show is people will say, "Oh, I didn't get blocked," and I'll be like, "Whatever."
Shut up.
And then people are like, "Oh, I don't have social media." I'm like, "I don't care. Whatever. Just come on. We'll figure it out." You
Yeah.
know. And that was good. We had a good convo about it, and maybe it's going to inspire some people listening to this to delete their own as well.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, sure. I don't
I
care.
know for a fact we've inspired people to jack off over the toilet.
For
so,
sure. Yeah.
So this could be the next in a wave of
Yeah.
good things.
I do know people
Yeah.
have deleted Twitter because I talked about deleting Twitter as well. So it's
Even
it's
if you're just
possible.
gonna do it as a little break.
Yeah.
I think it's
It's healthy.
good for your brain.
Yep.
I used to tell people don't follow me. After shows, I'm like, don't follow me. I hate being perceived. I don't like it. I make everyone in the audience turn to the back of the room.
Just talk to me in person or don't speak to me at all. Stefan, what's going on your social media?
Well, this is an account on Blue Sky. It was on Twitter and maybe still is, but it's called the California DMV bot. And
this is a great one.
I think I've talked about them maybe before, but they've been on a heater lately. And what they do,
And it is real, right?
these are all real.
Okay.
And what it is they post either rejected or accepted vanity license plates that were submitted to the California DMV, and they'll post the customer's reasoning for it in like the form that they fill out, and then the DMV's reasoning for either accepting it or not accepting it, and then the verdict whether they accepted it or not, and a picture of the license plate in question. There was one really good one the other day, and I want to lead up to it, but there's a few more here, Dan, if you want to bring them up. This
is
one
amazing.
was fucking fantastic. This one says shoe fetish, SHUFTSH. The customer's reasoning for it was shoe fetish. The DMV said shoe fetish as well, and the verdict was accepted.
I can't believe some of the ones they've rejected.
I know.
Can't believe they accepted that
Can
one.
we see more? I love it.
And I
Oh,
also
yeah.
can't believe that they didn't try to make this something else.
No, and maybe that's part
Like
of
to
it.
be
is they
like,
were- they
yeah,
were,
I
like,
went
honest
to
about it.
Seton Hall University and I was a freshman and
Yeah.
the times were so happy.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. That's part of the fun of it too, is you'll get ones where it's like really obviously like a dirty word or something, and the customer is coming up with some convoluted reason for why it's not a dirty word. And the DMV is like, no, this says like ass fucker 2000. Like, what are you talking about? You know? But for them to accept this is just very funny, because the DMV was also like, yeah, it says shoe fetish. And then they're like, yeah, sure, we'll accept it.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, I
fine.
wonder if they have, I mean, clearly they have multiple people looking at it, I guess. It's not like an automated process, but it's just very, very funny. We've got a few
wonder
more
if-
here too. So
Yeah, let's see more. I love it.
okay. So this is the sort of explanation I was talking about. So this says vagina. Well, it's VAGIN heart.
Vagine. They're a big Borat.
Yeah, vagina lover, basically. The customer says, and this is the sort of explanation I love. The customer says, my favorite drink is Bowman's Virginia Gin, VA for Virginia and gin for gin. So this plate would be read Virginia Gin Lover. And then the DMV is just like, it says vagina lover. What are you talking about? And then they denied it.
Yeah.
Really, really good. I think we've got one here for Stogie.
That one is
Dan.
also kind of blowing my mind a little bit, because like genuinely, who wants vagina lover as
It's
their
like
license
so
plate? That's
crazy.
It's a little bit.
You can do hearts on
You
license
can,
plates?
I think, in certain
In
states,
California,
maybe.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Can you do other shapes?
I think
Stogie.
maybe this one I love. This
Just
is
had
great.
a cigar.
Just had the license plate says Stogie. The customer's explanation is just had a cigar. DMV says Stogie is a cigar. Accepted.
Wow.
Just had a cigar and had to run over to the DMV.
Stogie. Really, really
That's
good.
amazing.
And the last one is the one I saw the other day, and I saw it and just started like laughing out loud when I saw it, because sometimes the customer doesn't give an explanation. And so this one says ISIS car. And the customer, it just says not on record, meaning they didn't submit an explanation. And the DMV just says
whatever.
ISIS car denied.
Do we know how much it costs to like submit?
I don't know.
I think
mean,
submitting is probably free, right? But
I
then what
bet
if you
they
get
charge
accepted?
I
it's
think
like,
once it's accepted, it's probably like $100 or something.
Let me
you
see
know?
Yeah.
here. Submitting.
Like I wonder, like I would imagine they charge you for even submitting it.
There's probably like an admin fee or something.
Yeah, I bet it's like $50.
God, yeah.
Well,
it might
let's see.
be.
In Alberta,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it says
Show off your personality. Ooh.
Yeah, a custom license plate allows you to personalize a message. The example they give is roadie.
Okay.
I don't know if that's.
I want that one.
Yeah, it's like a customer explanation. I used to work on the road for Metallica. DMV. I think they're talking about head. Verdict denied. Yeah, it just says. Yeah, you just you come in with a valid piece of ID, such as a driver's license. Check license plate availability. You just come in, they check it for you. Just trying to see if it costs any money.
It doesn't look like it. It looks
Yeah.
like it's free to check.
That's what I'm saying.
You guys should check a bunch of them. Just see if
Oh, you
they're-
can't use the letter O, but the number 0 may be used.
Yeah, I think that's just because they don't want people. You might not be able to use I either in some cases.
No ethnic, religious, or political slurs. Good.
That's
Okay,
good.
that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No text abbreviations may be offensive.
No text that may cause identification problems.
So I
you
think-
can't.
I
You
think
can't
that's
put doctor on your license
I would
plate.
love one that just says the mayor. One of their
Yeah, it says mayor on here.
Don't say you're the mayor if you're not the mayor.
I think
Yeah.
there's ones where it's like you can't put like numbers on there to like look like another real license plate or something. That's like to like pretend to be someone else's car, basically.
Yeah.
and then just commit crimes.
Yeah, I
love
guess
that.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. My mom was just telling me, I talked to her yesterday on the phone, and she was complaining about the bylaw officers in our small town in Sylvan Lake. And she was saying that she kept getting, what do you call them? Like the photo radar tickets.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So she put mud on her license plate.
Your mom did.
Yeah. Which is illegal.
Definitely. Yeah. Super illegal. Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this.
Oh, that's fine. The cops aren't listening to
But
this.
then,
No.
but then cops, close your ears. Then she saw a bylaw officer like outside of her house, and then she said the mud was brushed away.
Oh,
Weird.
wow. Okay.
So it seems like in some of these provinces, oh yeah, no, it's fine. It says that you have to pay $100 up front, but I'm just wondering if that means that if it gets denied, they keep the $100. I can't imagine that's true.
Yeah,
I
that
bet.
seems.
Sounds in British Columbia, you have to pay $100 to get a custom license plate and then $40 a year to keep it.
Wow.
I should get one. I
You
should
sh-
get
you
a
should get
fucking
one.
custom
Yeah.
plate.
Get a block
That's
party
party.
one.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. BLAKDPRTY.
Yeah.
Can you do 8? Can you do 8
Mm,
characters?
That seems like too many.
Well,
find out.
that's what I need.
Yeah.
So
It's a good idea. John, what's
it's either
going
that or vagina lover. Those
yeah,
are my
yeah,
two
you could
options.
try that, I think. Yeah.
I do love Bowman's Virginia gin. Stefan and
I'm
Erin.
very excited for this based on the stuff you submitted on Discord. I haven't clicked on it, but I just saw the
Okay,
user-
nice. So you're
I
not
saw-
familiar with this account?
No, I saw the username and I'm very excited. for
Okay, this is great. So Erin, this is what you're missing out on by deleting Instagram. But Becca somehow found this account and showed it to me. And it has 1.3 million followers. So I'm surprised I've never heard of it before. But the account is called Scenic Pisses. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's just dudes pissing. And well, I assume it's dudes. It seems based on the stream trajectory, it's mainly dudes pissing in scenic.
And the fact that they are posting it at all.
Yeah, that's also a good point. Are pissing in a scenic location. So I've got a few examples for you, and I will say, very fun.
We're about to see some pit. Oh yeah, there.
No,
No?
you haven't seen it yet. Just wait. This is really good. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
That's inspiring.
Yeah.
That's
Scenic
really
Pisses just commented, this might be top 5 of all time.
Wow.
It's like a waterfall coming down through like a crevasse.
Beautiful waterfall.
Yeah, and then someone is pissing beside the waterfall, which is beautiful.
And
of
the
course, you
waterfall
can
is one
see
of those,
these
like-
episodes on our YouTube. You can see the videos.
Yes, it's one of those thin waterfalls too, so it does
Yes.
look like a stream of piss. Also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mimics the.
That's amazing.
That's
Yes,
really
because
good.
when I agree with you, Erin. When I first saw this, I thought it was like people taking videos of waterfalls that look like piss.
That's exactly what I just thought when we saw this. It's such a good fake out.
No.
Really good.
And I love the top rated comment on here. The guy wrote, going stream for stream with Mother Nature, which is really good.
Amazing.
Okay, let's see the next one, Dan.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god, where are they? That's beautiful.
I don't
And
know. It
there's
looks
a
like Hawaii,
fucking
maybe, or something.
volcano. Yeah, maybe that is
Yeah,
Hawaii.
it's like a
actually.
volcano, kind of small, like a small volcanic plume. And then you'll notice in the comments, people do rate both the view
Yeah.
and the stream
The
itself.
stream itself is not
Oh.
good. The stream itself is weak.
so they'll rate the power of the stream, the color of the piss, and
Yeah.
then how good the view is. And
Yeah, he looks well hydrated.
somewhat there is one I didn't put it here, but the dude's piss was like almost green, and people were like and it was
normal.
by like water, I think, and someone just wrote like, brother, you should have stopped for a drink before you took this before you took this video.
Wow.
Okay, I
that
think
was
I got
really good.
one last one here,
Okay.
one last scenic piss. Taking a piss during a flyover.
Amazing. And in a vineyard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really, really good.
And again, a great comment, Nick Wallenberg. Do they make a deodorant scent for this?
Wow.
That's phenomenal.
My goal, I think, now is to submit a video to Scenic Pisses.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it too.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty solid. Pretty
Really
solid
good.
stuff. Just a great use of Instagram. Shout out to Scenic Pisses. And speaking of taking a scenic piss, let's move on to our block tale.
What did you tweet? You brought receipts, Blocktail. Woo! No longer can see the post. It's a Blocktail. Woo! You probably deserved it. It's a Blocktail.
Okay, now Erin, you told me that you've never been blocked by anyone.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, I probably have, but I don't know. Not one that I want to talk about.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. But you did some blocking.
I've been blocked by. Okay, well, I'll let you guys choose. Maybe
Okay,
I've
sure.
been either I've got they're both celebrities.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So you can choose either funk superstar or famous bald man.
Oh,
Ooh.
funk superstar, famous bald.
I'm trying to
man.
think of which funks. Is it like George Clinton?
Bruno Mars was the first one that came to my mind.
I'm gonna go with
What?
Toots from Toots and the Maytals.
Oh yeah.
Isn't he
I'm gonna-
dead?
I think he's
Dead,
dead.
dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
legacy.
you said bald guy?
Yeah.
Let's go with bald guy that's my
Yeah.
choice.
Let's
Yeah.
go
Okay.
with famous bald guy.
Okay.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Mark
Yeah.
Messier, maybe?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, you guys are real hockey guys. You're gonna like my top 3, I bet. Okay. So I've got like a really one of my annoying habits is I dream a lot. That's
Okay.
that's not the annoying part, but I like
I'm just like, you're sleeping. I'm like, bet that.
Oh,
fucking
here we
bitch is
go
Dreaming
again.
right now. Here we go.
knock it off. No, but I do dream vividly like pretty much every night and I remember it, but the annoying part is I will tell people. I tell people about my
Right.
dreams and
Okay.
I know it's annoying, especially if I'll just see a person and I'll have had a dream about them and it's nonsense a lot of the time.
Got it.
But and I'll do it when I first wake up. Like it's kind of like for a while it was like I would do it like half asleep and then I'd
like
be
you'll text a person, be like, I just dreamt about you or something.
yeah, like
Okay.
I texted like a high school friend. I was just like, "Oh, I had a dream that you and your girlfriend dressed up as John Arbuckle and Nermal for Halloween." And I hadn't talked to him in like 5 years.
Oh my
and he's just
God.
like, "What the fuck?" and I do it like half asleep and then it's kind of like, "Oh god."
That's your version of like the walk of shame or whatever. It's like you just wake up
Well,
and you're
then
like,
I'll-
oh no, I texted them about my dreams last
Then
night.
I'm waking up and sometimes it'll be like if I see them then I bring it up and I'm like I shouldn't have brought that up. But I had a dream about Mr. Clean,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
the famous bald man,
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
very famously bald.
and I left like a description of the dream on his Facebook page.
Sure. Yeah.
Because he had just posted like a funny ad or something, and I posted the dream, and then I immediately got blocked. And it wasn't super sexual or anything.
Okay, super
So it was a little
sexual.
bit sexual.
It was a little bit sexual.
Well, do you
'cause
remember what was
the only sexual part about it is
he was plowing me.
he was looming over the toilet.
Yeah, then he cleaned it out right away. really
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
so.
His cum cleans the toilet bowl. That's
That's what
the
magic
ad.
erasers are made out of.
That
A lot of people
actually-
don't know that.
That would be a great ad.
It would be.
Just
Yeah.
Mr. Clean coming in a toilet.
And then it gets the like,
And then it's
bring.
sparkling.
Or
Does
it's like
the,
a shot of
yeah.
him from behind, and it's framed to look like he's like beating off, and then the camera moves, and he's like scrubbing the wall with a magic eraser.
Yeah.
Pretty
yeah.
good. Yeah.
So anyway, he was. So what was the sexual part of the dream?
Just that he had his shirt off.
Okay,
Okay.
but I feel like he's like a muscular guy. Like I feel like
Yeah,
that's,
but he's always just wearing a white shirt. Like I
Yeah.
think he's a very Christian man.
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if that's part of his
So
lore.
so what was the whole like? Do you remember like what was the text you wrote that got you? Like you just said, I had a dream about you. Your shirt was off.
It was I was just very specific about so I had the dream. I think I had been smoking a bunch of weed the night before.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
and
checks out.
yeah, I had the dream. So it was him and it was in this like Colombian late night restaurant in Victoria. So it was
Okay.
him in La Fogata,
Okay.
which I had been there the night before, so that part made sense.
Sure.
Yep.
And then he was like serving like yuca fries to me, but he was shirtless. And I remember him being mean. And I don't remember like the full text because it got deleted when
Sure.
I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
blocked. Yeah.
That's unreal.
It's a really good block.
really
very
good. Yeah.
Because I
I'm
feel like
surprised they would
people-
block you for just that.
No,
Like,
but
It
I-
was embarrassing, but I feel like it's a Christian brand. And
Right.
the fact that I brought up
I feel like lots of people sexualize Mr. Clean too. So they must just have like
Yeah.
a zero tolerance thing, right?
is Mr. Clean Christian. Oh yeah.
That's what I'm looking up.
Let's see.
I thought God was Mr. Clean when I was a little kid. It was on r/atheism. So yeah, I don't. Oh, here we go. MyCatholic.com is Mr. Clean, Mr. Mean.
Have you seen what his name is in England?
No.
He's called Mr. Proper.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so he would not like
he
late night Colombian food shirtless.
In Spain, he's Don Limpio. In Mexico, he's Maestro Limpio, Mastro Lindo in Italy, Meister Proper in Germany, Mr. Proper in the Netherlands, Eastern Europe. Maybe not.
Don Limpio sounds like what one mafia boss would say about another one that he doesn't like.
In French Canada, he's M Net. Because it's just M dot for
Monsieur Net.
Yeah,
because nettoyer is clean. I believe.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's very good, Mr. Clean. Well, we have a I would say a topical block this week. Nick, longtime listener of the show, was blocked by an O.J. Simpson fan.
Okay.
Which is a thing that apparently exists. So Nick writes, pardon me, hi Blocked Party team and guest. When I was a kid, I used to collect starting lineup sports figures, and I recently discovered a Facebook group dedicated to collecting them. I joined the group for nostalgic reasons, just because I like seeing everyone's collections as they buy and trade them amongst each other. On the morning of O.J. Simpson's death, some guy posted a photo of his O.J. Simpson figure and wrote, "Pour out some juice for the late, great Orenthal James," and added a very long list of every single one of his football accomplishments. And Nick adds, for the record, to the best of my knowledge, starting lineup never made an OJ figure. This guy had custom painted it himself because he's clearly a big fan of murder. Underneath all of his football stats, I commented, "And then what happened?" And while I did get some likes, I was also attacked by two people in the group immediately. One said, "Have some respect for the dead," in all caps. And another guy said, "Too soon."
What?
I was removed from the group by an admin about 15 minutes later.
OJ's like one of the only
great.
guys where it's like, when he died, it's like, okay, you can joke about this guy. It's fine.
And also the murders were in what, 1994 or
94,
96 or
yeah,
whatever.
I mean,
It's not too soon to make a joke about OJ being a murderer.
No, I don't think so. That's really funny that people get mad about that.
He made jokes about being a murderer. What was his memoir called?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
If I Did It.
Yeah,
If
that
I
was the
Did
whole
It.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he set a precedent there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So anyway, great block, Nick. Thank you so much for sending it in. If you want to send in a listener block, you can do so at blockparty.com. Some people, someone messaged me this week. Yes, the website is broken. So just if you have a block, send it by email, please. blocked@blockparty.com. If you want to donate to the show, it's patreon.com/blockparty, $5 a month. Gets you access to 3 bonus episodes every single month. Last week, we did another cameo episode. John Marcos Ceresi joined us once again, and Stefan and I, safe to say, found the new worst person on Cameo.
Really good. Yeah.
So it's a great episode. You won't want to miss it. So head on over to our Patreon, check that out. We also have ad-free episodes, merch discounts, and a lot more. So head on over there, support the show. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and and TikTok at Block Party Pod, Blue Sky at Block Party. And if you want to watch the video of this episode and see those beautiful scenic pisses for yourself, it's just youtube.com/@Block Party. And as always, if you like the show, please tell a friend. Erin, we are here at the end of the show. That means it's time for the top 3.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, there's another song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
We have songs for everything.
I want to know who the cameo was. Can I just give you $5 after we're done recording?
Oh, I'll just tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you off air.
Tell me later, because paywall.
Yeah. It's fine because the title of the episode will have his name in it. It's UFC fighter Nick Diaz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're so
Unbelievable.
bad. It's crazy.
His average cameo length is 12 seconds.
I've received 2 cameos as gifts.
Oh,
Yeah.
from whom? From whom?
From ex-boyfriends.
Okay, no. Well, okay, that's weird. I meant who are the cameos from?
One ex-boyfriend told me he loved me for the first time in this cameo.
Oh no.
Okay.
Who was it from?
It was from, do you know who Shoe Nice is?
Oh no.
Oh my God.
He told you he loved you for the first time through Shoe Nice?
Jesus Christ.
How old were you? 14?
No, this was 2018, 2019.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't date anymore.
And I can understand.
I'm just like, they loom over toilets. They're not a good people.
No kidding. Okay, and then what was the other cameo?
The other cameo was Henry Phillips, a comic that I really liked from LA.
Okay.
And his cat roast beef.
And he didn't say
No, he
it
just
wasn't
said
to say I love you.
It was just a really nice cameo.
Okay,
It was
so
a
that
really
was good.
good. It was a good.
At the time, were you receptive to the Shoe Nice I love you cameo, or
I thought
in
it was
the
kind of funny.
Okay,
I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, I'm a hard person to buy gifts for because I don't really want stuff.
Okay.
So I feel like the cameo is a good way to do it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Shoe Nice was a funny one. He's so sad.
Oh,
He's a
Yeah.
sad figure. So
it's
it's
not
a little
good. It's not good.
yeah.
Okay. Well, what is your top 3? You told me you were agonizing over this.
Yeah, I was agonizing with how specific to be, but I'm just gonna say top 3 sports movies.
Oh,
I was doing hyper specific and I was doing coming of age baseball movies.
Oh,
Okay.
But I'm just gonna say sports movies.
top
'cause I feel-
3 sports movies or
Yeah.
coming of age sports movies.
sports movies.
Okay.
There's a couple, I think. Yeah.
Okay, top 3 sports movies. That's a great top 3. Okay, Erin, start us off with your number 3, please.
Number 3, I'm gonna go The Sixth Man.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
It's a great movie. I think it's like late 90s and it's the Wayans brothers.
Oh, okay.
And they play on a basketball team and then one of them dies. And he
Okay.
kind of teen angel haunts the basketball team to help
Mhm.
with basketball. And it was one of my
Ooh.
favorite movies as a kid.
Wow.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
Stefan,
recommend it.
You're number
Okay.
3. And
Uh,
this is obviously, we're talking movies, not documentaries.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever you want.
Let's
well,
say movies.
if,
Let's
if
say
it's movies, that changes it for me because 2 of mine would have been documentaries.
Oh,
But
okay. Well,
Oh, what were they? Honorable
Well,
mentions.
Senna, which is about the F1 driver. It's
Ayrton Senna,
incredible.
yeah.
And I mean, this is stretching it, but King of Kong. I would.
Oh,
King
yeah.
of Kong's so
good.
good.
It's
but
so
that's
good.
not a sport.
I know, but it's
Well,
incredible.
Okay, so you're number 3, Stefan.
Oh
please.
man, I'm gonna go with one. I saw this one pretty recently, and I absolutely loved it. And I think this counts as a sports movie, but the Color of Money, which I think we
that's
talked
a great
about.
movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, wonderful movie.
I got really into pool when I was a teenager, and I watched that movie a bunch of times.
Yeah, fantastic movie.
That was my loser thing, Erin, if you want to know. My parents bought a pool table right when we moved to Vancouver, and I didn't have any friends yet, so I just spent an entire summer playing pool and getting really good at it.
Oh, I've got multiple friends in the comedy scene who is ping pong.
Oh.
That was their. I
I'm-
don't have friends yet. I play this at home
Right. I also
Ping
had a
pong's
ping
more
pong
sad.
table. Ping
Yeah.
pong's more sad than pool for sure.
because you got to fold it up.
You got to fold it up, and I
Or
did
play
that,
against the
and I
wall.
also did that.
That's bad. I don't like hearing about that from anyone. I'd rather imagine you jerking off over a toilet.
Thank you. My number 3, I think I've got to go with. I'm going to go with Happy Gilmore.
yeah, great choice.
Oh,
Classic sports comedy, very funny, still holds up, still very rewatchable. And if you're a hockey fan, honestly, the opening hockey scenes are so funny.
Yeah.
The only guy in history who tried to kill a guy by stabbing him with his
So
skate
funny.
is just such a great line. Yeah, awesome movie. And that's my number 3. Erin, your number 2, please.
Oh, okay. Number 2. I'm gonna go with the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great choice.
Classic.
Yeah.
I love Mighty Ducks.
Really good.
It's still good too. It's still good. I
Yeah.
watched it. When did I last watch it? Maybe 5 years ago, but
I feel like the character arc on Gordon Bombay is really good. You know, like you really don't like him in the beginning.
well, yeah,
He's
he's drunk
such a
driving.
dick.
They're just like, it's a kid's movie, but he's just drunk driving.
The
It's
scene where
great.
they're in the limo,
Yes.
that's
And he drives it onto the
amazing.
ice.
It's great,
Unbelievable.
but you
Yeah.
really don't like him in the beginning.
no.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It gets very redeemable by the end.
Mhm.
Cake Eater, Adam Banks.
Number 2, another fairly recent one. But I guess my first one is also fairly recent. I mean, I know Color of Money is not fairly recent, but Ford versus Ferrari. I really like that movie. That's a great dad movie as well.
Yeah.
Really,
I haven't
really
seen it.
great one to see in theaters as well. Very loud movie. The racing in it is fantastic. and it gets you going. Great performance from Matt Damon and Christian Bale. Just a really fun movie. Yeah.
You like a loud movie in the theaters.
I like a loud movie in the theaters. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is, I know that like an hour after this episode's over, I'm going to be mad that I like forgot a movie that
Same.
I'm already mad.
Yeah.
I'm already mad at myself.
At your picks?
I hate this category.
You picked it.
I know.
My number 2 is The Legend of Bagger Vance. No.
What about Concussion with Will Smith?
Well, yeah, true. Well, I was gonna say The Mighty Ducks was gonna be my number 2, but I'm gonna, you know what? I will amend it because I don't want to repeat.
You want to trade?
No, we don't. Oh, I mean, if you want to,
I can trade you The Mighty Ducks.
you just thought of a different number 2. I mean, if you want to.
Mine? I can whisper it.
Well, no, I was gonna go. You can just say whatever it is. By the way, there's no rules.
I was thinking The Little Giants.
Oh, great. Little Giants is awesome.
Little Giants.
That whole
Rick
era,
Moranis.
Little Giants, Angels in the Outfield was also like an honorable mention for me.
Yeah. Anyway,
really good.
You
but
go.
I'm gonna go number 2, Men with Brooms.
Oh,
very nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Curling comedy. I wouldn't say it's a good movie, but I would say that it is surprisingly funny. It is not that accurate, but still somehow like a loving tribute to curling. And I just remember like going to see it in theaters. I think I was like 16 or 17 when it came out, and thinking going into it, like, this movie is going to suck. Like, we were all excited that they're making a curling movie, but it was also like, this is probably going to be bad. And it was not bad. And it's still not bad. I've watched it a bunch of times over the years, and it's better than it has any right to be. So I figure it deserves a plug. Men with Brooms, my number 2. Erin, your number 1.
Number 1, I'm going to go with The Sandlot.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Classic.
Benny
Good
the
choice.
Jet.
Benny the Jet Rodriguez. Yeah.
Great movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, my number 1 is Moneyball. I just really fucking like that movie. I
watched that twice in theaters. Yeah.
That's a really good movie. You feel good watching that movie. I mean,
That's
I know
a rare time I like Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did he write that?
I believe.
I think so.
I don't fucking know.
I think.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Let's see.
Maybe that's why I like it. Maybe it's not Aaron Sorkin. I'm just like, that's the one Aaron Sorkin film I like.
Well, it's based off.
It's based off the book by Michael Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no,
Which
it is.
I've
Yeah.
read and it's a
Screenplay
good
was. I mean, he co-wrote it. I think so. Maybe that.
Oh, good. Somebody else got their hands.
Yeah.
in there.
Someone else was able to say like, don't have them say that.
Yeah. But yeah, Moneyball. I mean, just what a great movie. There's so many great moments in that movie.
It's really good.
It's really good. Yeah.
My number 1, I am also going The Sandlot. I have no choice.
You were gonna do same number 2, same number 1.
We're the same.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Good taste.
We both jack off into the toilet, and we both love Mighty Ducks and Sandlot. Yeah, I mean, Sandlot is just the thing about Sandlot, when you rewatch it, even if you've seen it like 10 times, there's so many good scenes in it.
It's so funny.
Like, it's so funny. There's so many great individual scenes. The Wendy Peppercorn scene, the scene when they go to the theme park, all the stuff with the sleepover. Like, every scene is such a great collection of, I don't know, it's just, the whole movie is awesome.
Just makes you feel good.
It's a really good, feel-good movie. I'll never get tired of watching it. And I should watch it again. I haven't seen it in a couple of years, so maybe it's time. And watch the really bad sequel.
Yeah, the sequel's really bad.
To Sand, to Lot. Erin, great top 3. Great to have you on the show. Before we go, anything you'd like to plug?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't follow me. You can't.
Yeah, you don't have social media. Do you have any Rat Boy?
Oh, you can follow Rat Boy Comedy.
Yeah, if you're in Calgary.
Happens every Wednesday. It's weirder every week.
Yep.
You've been. There's a lot of.
I've been many times.
There's rats.
It's in a bar. Like, I think, unfortunately, the concept of a dive bar has been a little bit lost, because now there's bars that purposely try to be dive bars.
No, this is a
real dive bar that it's in, Vern's.
So I found out a little bit of history about Vern.
Please.
So that location used to be the number 2 Royal Canadian Legion. So you know where the number 1 is?
No.
Right by Palomino?
Okay.
Okay, so it was the number...
Oh, like downtown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
downtown.
That's the number one in Canada or number one in Calgary?
It's Royal Canadian Legion number 1.
So
I don't
it's
know.
got to be the number
Wow.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it was number 2 was on that spot, and downstairs was just the members only bar. So it's been
which is why it's all like wood paneled.
it feels very Legion-y, and
Yes,
in the
it does.
back where I keep like my skeleton and like all of my bag of fake rats.
Erin kills people.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know.
That's the original snooker table and the original dartboards from the number 2 Legion.
I mean, that's obvious. That snooker table might be the most damaged. Well, it's pool, but it might be the most damaged pool table I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, no. The snooker table's in the back.
Oh, there is a snooker table too.
It's in like past those weird tattered curtains.
What shape is it in?
I don't know.
Okay. I love snooker.
There's a bunch of stuff all over
It's
it.
very hard, but I love it.
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah, it's a true dive bar. And a lot of the comedians in the scene will invent characters to do at Rat Boy and then do comedy like in character, which is good or bad. I'll let you decide. I won't pass judgment, but I am. I'll say this: whenever I go to Rat Boy, I am trying. And who knows about everybody else? But no, it is an awesome show. It's a great open mic. So yeah, check it out every Wednesday, 8:30
Yeah. Every Wednesday, 8:30, 8 o'clock doors.
at Vern's in
you
Calgary.
Can come to that.
If you're in town, come check it out. Again, for us, you can donate to the show, patreon.com/Block Party. You can follow us Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Block Party Pod. You can see the video of this episode on YouTube at Block Party. And we'll see you back here next week. Goodbye.
Bye.